So it is Sunday. Yesterday morning I went to some yard sales, and I probably went to like 8 yard sales that had nothing good for eBay. I found quite a bit of stuff for my vendor's booth, but it took the last 2 yard sales of the day to make the day really good. But this was one of those yard sales that you kind of just wish that you could go to all the time. It might be one of my, actually I think it is my favorite yard sale of the year because I'm a 90s kid, and this this yard sale definitely brought back some memories. So there's a lot of good 90s stuff here. So first, you guys might think, was the laundry basket. So these vintage Rubbermaid laundry baskets tend to do pretty well. This one, the last comp was for $45 plus like $28 shipping, but right now there's 2 of these listed and they're on there for like $19.99 plus shipping. It looks like the hot color of these baskets right now is like the avocado green, but like the little round Rubbermaid baskets and all those tend to hold their value of at least $20 plus. It really just depends on how saturated the market is, but you know, if yours is the only color on there, you can kind of tinker with your price a little bit. I don't always pick up SeaWorld plush. I guess it kind of just depends. Some of the bigger ones are these little ones probably about $10. I thought since they had a set of them for 50 cents that they would probably be really easy to sell if I just put them together for like $17 as a quick sell instead of holding on to them. But it's pretty cool because that one's definitely one of the more older, simpler styles. Like, he doesn't even have a line on the nose or anything. This one's 86. Ooh. My daughter's after these 2, you guys. Next, I got this little Fisher-Price Sesame Street music box record player, and it has all 5 of the records in the back. I'm actually going to show you guys this just because I thought it was cool. This is the first one of these that I've seen. I've seen one before, but it didn't have any records. So you put the record over, you crank this, and then you can see it has the little thingies. So the comps on these were $30 plus shipping for the ones that had all 5 of the records. So my next cool toy score was this Fisher-Price. It's called a Crazy Combo horn set. I'm thinking I'm going to keep this one for my daughter for a little bit. But if you guys can see that, it comes with all these pieces and it makes a ton of different instruments. So this crazy horn had comps for in between $25 to $30 plus shipping. There are several of these on there. When I first looked, I was like, oh, those comps don't look too great, but it's because they're missing pieces. And it's really easy when you're just glancing through there to not realize that a small little piece is missing out of there. So it's actually pretty decent. 30 bucks, I'll take that. And this is the last toy I snagged. This is a Texas Instrument Touch and Discover board, and it has all these little the little sheets in the back, and they're actually all there. So the comps were in the $30 range also. Pretty much all 3 of those toys had comps in the $30 range. So for $2 a piece, I will take that. 6 bucks into 90. So I can't tell you how many years I have been looking at like the stationery section in Goodwill and stuff, hoping for what? Yeah, Lisa Frank. And finally, I found one. Okay, so this one is, obviously, as you can see, it has bunnies on it, guys. But it has condition issues, and the corners are a little beat up and stuff. But thankfully, when you open it up, it has this little kitty pencil pouch. So this little kitty pouch had a comp for $20. It has 4 pencils and a flamingo pen inside of there. It has a sticker sheet with 1 sticker missing, and then it has 4 nice folders. So considering the binder is not in the best shape, with the comp on the kitty thing, and the folders are worth about $20 for that set of 4 folders, and then the fact that there's pencils in there. So I honestly might just list this whole binder for $50. I know that really sounds crazy, you guys, but people really pay a lot for this Lisa Frank stuff. So this is the Super Bowl 1992 NFL hat, and there's no comps for this exact same hat on there. There was one that was black that was similar but was not official NFL. It sold for $19 plus shipping. So I think, I don't know, this one has a little spot right there. So if I can get that little spot out, or if I even feel like it, I don't know, I might just list it as it is for $19 because I'm not having the most time for cleaning right now. Add it to my collection, guys. What do you think? So another just nostalgic 90s kid thing. What's in here, guys? Bet you guys can guess. If you heard it, you would be able to guess because it's not like that Lego-y sound or Pogs. So most Pogs are not worth squat. This one has some cool little sets in there. It has like a whole big set of the Simpsons ones. It has like, I haven't looked any of these up. Let's see, it has a bunch of Star Trek ones. These are pretty cool. It has a little Marvel, these are the thick ones called Slammers. This is my favorite one. Cat back. Instead of cart back, it's a cat back. I don't know why I like that, but it's pretty awesome. So anyways, there's some sports ones, some dinosaurs ones. That's pretty cool, little jangle buns. That kind of looks like, ooh, that little shark guy. A little Slamu, one of those little Slamu shark things. Anyways, I paid $2 for this. I would say probably $25 to $30 if I just sold it all together instead of like trying to list them individually. So one of my favorite things I got from this yard sale, 90s CDs. I don't think I'm going to sell these, so I can't really tell you guys comps because I've never really dabbled with CDs, really. Most of the time whenever I check them out, they're all scratched up, and these look fantastic. So this is a really good, interesting collection here because you got all the way from the Killers to Backstreet Boys to Limp Bizkit. I think there's hot dog flavored water. Nirvana Unplugged. Smash Mouth. So they were like, oh, the CDs are $1 each, or you can take that whole thing for $5. I was like, thank you. I mean, that might not be great in the grand scheme of things, but I would think if you're selling those, that would be worth at least like $25 or $30. I have a car that has a CD player in there, and so I know they're not going anywhere. So I'm excited for $5. So as I'm tallying it up for the third time at this yard sale, this lady Britt's like, oh, you should see this beautiful set of dishes I have. And she brings out these little strawberry casserole containers. I don't know, what's that one, a souffle container maybe? It's a little big for a ramekin. Anyways, so these are actual strawberries and cream Sheffield, and they really are quite cute, and I could probably very easily sell those in my little vintage booth. But this casserole dish sold for, I think $14 was the comp on it without this, so it would be about $20. I just really hate to ship stuff like this unless it's worth quite a bit more, because I'm an over wrapper, but you know, it just takes a lot of bubble wrap to make sure that stuff gets there. So I haven't decided which place I'm going to list that. I wouldn't have picked this up though, but the lady just, she was proud of it, and she was like, you won't say no to $2 now, will ya? And I was like, no, I will not. And she was a really nice lady. And this was also underneath that. This is really actually quite beautiful. This little pottery platter, I guess. It's called a platter. I'm not really like, I don't know a lot about pottery or anything, but this one, rosewood pottery, and it's signed by Roxanne Wolf. And there was a few, not any platters, but there was like a little silverware container and something else from hers that sold for about $25, and then something else sold for $40. So I think I'll probably list this platter for about $29.99. Okay, so the next thing I got is my score of the day. I've got this series of the Babysitter's Book Club, Little Sister. Now I'm going to tell you guys a tip. For one, do not overlook old books. I know you might think, oh, if it's worth like $3 a book, if I'm paying $1, it's not really worth it. But most of the time when you see a huge set of books like that, the person is going to give you a bundle price for the whole set. So for example, I paid $5 for this set, and it had 40 books. So it's really important when you're running your comps for babysitters book clubs or any series that you don't just look at like the number. So say for example, when I first did a quick comp to see about how much the 40 sets were going for, I got comps around $75. And when I went back and looked a little bit closer, I realized that those books were not consecutive, and so that also has a big difference in the price that somebody's willing to pay. So for example, these being all in order, number 1 through 33 plus 2 specials, somebody is going to be more apt to want to buy something that's in order. And so as opposed to like a $75 comp of a mixture of babysitters book club books, I'm going to list the entire set for about $120 because it's all in order. Most of them, other than the first 3 or 4 books maybe, they don't appear to even have been open. And really, I don't even think the first ones were. You can hear them crinkling as you open them. One more last tip. This just says babysitters. It does not say book club on these. All of them do not say book club. Some of them just say babysitters, but they're the same thing. I actually used to order these out of the little Scholastic flyers that we used to get at school, and so I would get 4 new books every month. I think it was $4.95 a month. So the last thing I'm going to show you guys is, so this box, I don't know if you guys can see that very good, it's full of various cutouts. For example, this one is the actual circus parade that you open up and can fold all of that together. So these comps, you know, some of these are not so great. Like the train one, there was a lot on eBay. It was kind of flooded. And so some of these were selling for like $6 with free shipping. I would do a lot better off with that in my booth because I think somebody would probably pick it up pretty quick for $9.95. But some of the other ones are selling in the $10 range on eBay. So I think it really just, I think I'm going to have to kind of look at these individually. Have these creepy little, this is like a creepy collection of Wizard of Oz. I don't know why. So these two little, this one, Sparky the Spaniel, had a comp of $9.99 plus shipping, and this one was not on there. So I think I'll probably just put these two little ones together for about $14.99 plus shipping. They're super cute. This one's actually little stickers, and this one's little paper dolls. It's a really nice collection of paper dolls. So the last thing I'm going to show you guys out of this Cutouts kit is this little American Girl set of cutouts. Now I actually, I'm redoing this part because I first told you guys wrong. I glanced in there and I hadn't went through it to see what all was in there, but I almost overlooked these. So there's 4 of these folded up in there. You can tell it's like a magazine fold poster because it's a perfect magazine size. They all say reading at the top. And then these, as I told you guys before, they're pre-1995. So it says Pleasant Company at the bottom. But these posters, the comps were about $20 a piece, you guys. One of them I noticed was like framed, and it sold for like $80. I haven't even opened these up to see which ones I have. But I have 4 of these in there. So I paid $2 for that box. I listed the little small books already. No, this little $2 box is gonna end up being close to a $90 or $100 box when everything is said and done. But all in all, you guys, it turned out to be a pretty good day. So in total, I spent $26 at this yard sale, and I stand to make over $400 when everything is said and done. You know, that, like I said, this was at one of the last yard sales of the day. It was after 2 o'clock, and the lady had already told me that somebody else had came by and bought boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. So I would assume that being in a huge city like that, that yard sale had already been picked, and I still found all of this stuff. And that's on a Saturday. This yard sale was open on Friday and Saturday, and I found all of this stuff behind me at 2 o'clock. Just because you're not the first one there does not mean you can't still find some scores, you guys. So keep looking. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning back in, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.